What's good? It's your boy Czar, all rights reserved, coming to you out here facing the quarantine, dealing with the situation the same way as y'all. Out here getting some fresh air. Excuse me. Here's the crazy part. Let's talk about this. Something I thought was very interesting. Scheme, I noticed you changed your name from. You're wondering why I started talking about you again. I found it very interesting. Your name went from 99, or let's say from Uncle to 99. It really made me think. So maybe you might have many esoteric reasons you want to say you did that, but I find it very interesting because I'm about to break it down in my next video, but this one I just want to talk about your name. You changed it to 99 or everything. I don't understand whether you're doing an upside down 6 or whatever. And again, we'll get into detail after. But the name change is so interesting because these were the same type of things Juice World did. And I did not know you personally were that connected to Juice World until a while ago somebody put me onto it and they gave me information. But I wasn't sure of it, but slowly but surely you're confirming what they told me. I'm just not trying to run with it until I get something else because I know you're funny style. I just hope you're not that funny style. And everyone's gonna know what I mean very shortly. But ultimately, the name changes and things, guys, they mean something. You got to understand that. That's why I sit back in silence. I watch how people play with things. They think they're slick. They want to do stuff to gain more power and attraction around themselves. But ultimately, you can't beat me that way. You're talking to a man that's part of the #1 fraternity in the world. Do you know what that means? That means that sign and symbolism stuff. That's what we eat, sleep, and breathe. That's part of what I had to know to even graduate. So you're just fooling yourself. And #1, you're doing it the wrong way. You understand? You're not that high up the food chain in doing this. So they taught you a little bit. So you barely even know what you're doing. You're just doing what you think from what they've told you. You haven't even made it high enough rank to even know what that stuff means. The only person that I saw that was ranking like that was X. That was the only person off of the symbolism, signs, and things. But ultimately, you guys didn't do it. I'm sorry. I know y'all want to follow his steps, and I know that you're trying to learn from certain people, but the thing is, when I seen you put that, I knew you were funny style. You confirmed it. And then the next one, guys, I'm going to talk, and I'm going to give my thoughts on something. We're going to talk about something around Scheme. I don't know if you knew. And I'm saying that this is part of what I want to address. And after this, I'm going to let him breathe. I'm going to let him ride with it. Because I've seen things that made me think that really had me going. And honestly, it really confirmed it when I realized that you were a part of Empire, the place where X was. And that's when it dawned on me. I was like, guys, I'm going to just go with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below when I do it. This is the prequel to my message on why I brought up Scheme in the first place when I saw he was actually interacting with Jenny so much. And that confirmed it for me. Your interaction with her and her saying that, oh, we're just friends. But don't worry, my guys have seen stuff that they believe that that's not the case. And you see me playing my mask. For some reason, that they really got an issue with black people when their mask comes down. I don't know why. All the people I see out here walking with no mask are not black at all. They have no mask on, walking around barefoot. Like, yo, that's funny. That's extra funny. For real? And they haven't said nothing to me yet, but I just found it very funny that they mentioned us. And they're walking around barefoot with no mask. Are you kidding me? Is it that easy? Is it that good out here? Come on now. It's a pandemic going on. Watch the wintertime. What you don't understand is those people relaxing and the people accusing other people when they're doing stuff like that, y'all gonna be the first to be done, disappear in the wintertime. So that's why I'm not making a big fuss. I already know what's happening. Y'all gonna be the first out of here in the wintertime. So I'm not worried about it. But we won't be seeing you in the winter. You're here and gone. That's how it's gonna be. Because when you're walking around free, laissez-faire, like everything's good, in the wintertime, you're going to see what's happening. Because you don't even understand. Did you ever think about that this was traveling through the air when you didn't know it? When you were touching stuff, you were around people that had it and you didn't know it? I got to say, I did. And when I realized it, I started acting accordingly. And it was something that really shocked my system, honestly. But yeah, this is the prequel because I'm actually about to drop my one joint that I have where I let you know about what I actually was looking at. And at first, I didn't understand it. But now, it makes more sense. So I'm rocking with y'all. You rocking with Zara Rice Reserve. Tune in.